Need some coins for that God Squad you've always wanted? Check out redzonecoins.com for cheap and fast coins. You can use code ZERK for 10% off at checkout. Get 1,000,000 coins for $45. The whole thing wobbin', wobbin', wobbin'. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbin', What's going on, guys? It's Zirksee coming at you today with another YouTube video, and today EA just officially announced the ratings for Madden 21. So these are the official ratings. You guys can go to easports.com. You can look up the database yourself. I think I'm probably going to end up doing a top 10 most underrated players. I may even dive into overrated because there are some very, very obvious ones, maybe even one or two that you see on your screen right now. So it is pretty interesting with these ratings. But I do want to give a shout out to BabyBackBull92 for being a part of the Noti Gang. If you guys have a chance to be shout out in the next video, make sure you guys drop a like on the vid, make sure you guys are subbed to the channel, turn that notification bell on, and comment down below Noti Gang. But I just wanted to take a look at the ratings with you guys today and kind of give you my opinions on some of the players on this list. As I said, I want to do at least top 10 underrated. So if you guys want to go down in the comment section right now, leave me some players that you think should be mentioned in the underrated video. Go ahead and do that right now. But as you guys can see, I think this one is pretty obvious as the second highest rated defensive lineman in the entire game, J.J. Watt. J.J. Watt is a 98 overall in Madden 21. And I'm not sure that I agree with this. Honestly, I know J.J. Watt is an absolute stud, okay? We already know this. However, J.J. Watt is not the second best defensive lineman in the entire NFL anymore. He just isn't. Now, I've seen EA kind of defending this rating and a lot of their other ratings as well over on Twitter. Now, with some players, they want to talk about consistency and how players haven't been performing at a peak level for multiple years in a row. That's why a lot of rookies don't exactly have the highest overall player. Not rookies, but second-year players, third-year players even, don't have the highest overall. That was kind of their, I'm not going to say excuse, but reason behind why players aren't such a high overall, and we think they should be a lot higher. Well, J.J. Watt had 4 sacks last year, and I understand that sacks are not everything for a defensive lineman, and it comes down to how dominant he was. But, spoiler alert, for J.J. Watt to be the second highest defensive end in the entire game, and we have players like Shaquille Barrett, who led the entire NFL in sacks, he is not even a top 10 defensive lineman / pass rusher in the entire game. And also TJ Watt, who was Defensive Player of the Year runner-up. He is also not even in the 90 overall, same thing with Shaquille Barrett. That makes no sense. Why is J.J. Watt a 98 if his brother, who was Defensive Player of the Year candidate and runner-up, not even 90? To me, it makes absolutely zero sense. Now, if we actually take a look at the ratings, though, right, he has 77 speed, 83 acceleration, 97 strength. I think that's pretty fair, all for J.J. Watt. But then we come down to, say, his tackling. He does have a 98 tackling. He also has a 98 toughness rating. Now, it does have an 83 injury, so obviously it's not very good. 94 impact block. Take a look more at his defense. He has 91 block shed, 93 finesse move, and 95 power move. Now, for someone with 4 sacks, does his power move have to be that high? Maybe not. You can see also he does have a 98 play rec, a 96 pursuit rating. Let's take a look here. His spec catch is a 71. He also has an 87 hit power, and that's about it. I'm not really sure that all adds up to 98 overall, but J.J. Watt, I think this is the first mistake. I think he's a beast. He definitely deserves to be above 90, but let's be honest, he doesn't deserve to be 98. Now, taking a look at some of these other ratings, you guys can see Julio Jones at 97. Now, although Julio is a 97, I saw a ton of people over on Twitter very, very upset about it because we do have, of course, Michael Thomas as a 99, and DeAndre Hopkins up here is a 98 overall, with Julio Jones only being a 97. Now, I'm honestly not sure if this is really one to get too upset about. I think that Julio is an absolute monster. If you're looking to build a wide receiver, you're probably looking to build a Julio Jones. The speed is there, catching, route running, everything you need in a wide receiver, Julio Jones can do. He also is pretty dang tall. So, Julio is like a prototype wide receiver. However, maybe they could have made him 98 because, you know, everyone always compares him. They always compare DeAndre Hopkins. They compare Michael Thomas. It's really a debate for who is the top wide receiver. Let me know down below what you think about Julio. But as for the rest of these ratings, you can see Russell Wilson's a 97, Travis Kelce is a 97. Also note, Kittle is a 98 overall. I personally feel as though they may have got that one right. But a lot of people as well were kind of debating about Tyreek Hillier. You guys can see he is a 96 overall. Now, of course, he does have 99 speed. He has 99 acceleration. That is definitely going to help his ratings a lot. And I think he definitely deserves that. Now, if we take a look here at his other ratings, you know, he does have only a 92 catching. He has the 85 break tackle, 59 run block, though. It's a little bit high, I think, maybe for him. He does have 99 change of direction, 97 juke move, 85 spin move. Take a look down here. Those are some defense stats, so those are not going to matter. He only has 89 catch traffic, 88 spec catch, you know, 92 short, 88 medium, and a 96 deep. Route running also has a 90 release. So those are his stats. Not exactly sure how all that adds up to 96 overall because not a lot of 96 plus stats, but Tyreek Hill being rated this high as the 4th highest wide receiver. Do you guys think Tyreek is the 4th best wide receiver in the league? Now we come down here to the rest of the players. Now we do have Chandler Jones here, which I'm very excited to see. Chandler Jones is a 95. A lot of people talking about Harrison Smith at a 95. He is the highest overall safety. I saw a lot of people saying Jamal Adams should be there. I think Harrison Smith is pretty deservingly up there. Maybe Jamal Adams could have been the same overall because Jamal Adams is definitely going to overtake that throne as the best safety in the league if he hasn't already. But a big argument that's been going down on Twitter, and I think probably, honestly, I haven't seen one person actually defending it except for EA, of course, is Rob Gronkowski being a 95 overall. This one just makes no sense at all, okay? Now, we all know this, right? We all know that Gronk is a very, very good run blocker, and he also has pretty good hands. However, the man took a year off of football. So how are you going to rate him so high? Like, it just doesn't make sense if he hasn't played in the league. We don't know how he's going to be. He obviously lost a lot of weight. He is putting the weight back on now. I really don't know how Gronk is going to be. I think that although they did debate this last night and very heavily said that the reason he's so high is because of how the formula is, because his catching stats are so high, because his run blocking is so good, that's why he's actually rating it at 95. But the thing is, right, they gave him a 94 catching. He hasn't played in a year. How are you going to give him a 94 catching if he hasn't played in a year? And if we scroll down here to say Davante Adams, right, he has a 94 catching. So you think that Rob Gronkowski, coming off of not playing, has the same catching as Davante Adams. Now, he does have 81 speed, 86 acceleration. Now, of course, his run block is a 72. He only has a 79 break tackle, 86 jumping, 83 trucking, 91 toughness rating. He also has an 88 ball carrier vision. Obviously, no spin or juke, but a 74 impact block there, 70 run block power. So, obviously, just has a lot of blocking that really helps out his overall rating. But he has a 94 spec catch, 93 catch in traffic. Not very good route running, though. And a 90 release. I mean, to me, I think his catch in traffic, his spec catch, maybe those are a little bit too high. His catching as well and his run blocking. We just don't know how Gronk is going to actually play. So for him to be at a 95, it just makes no sense. Now, as we continue to scroll down, I saw a lot of people debating this one as well. Jalen Ramsey, you guys can see, is at a 94 overall. He is the 2nd highest corner in the game, behind 99 overall Stephon Gilmore, of course. Lamar Jackson is a 94. My guy Amari Cooper coming in at a 93. Glad to see he actually got some respect. Derrick Henry, 93 as well. Myles Garrett, 93. Tyrann Mathieu coming in at 93 as well. Now on to some 92 overalls. Now this is where a lot of people were saying that a ton of players in this list are just way too low. Mike Evans at a 92, Ezekiel Elliott's at a 92, and Jamal Adams 92. Those three specifically right there, and also even Nick Chubb and Richard Sherman. I mean, there's a lot of players down here that a ton of people are very upset about. Mike Evans, Nick Chubb, Jamal Adams, Zeke. I think that of all the players on this list that I'm looking at right now, I'd say Jamal Adams is probably the most underrated. I feel like he definitely should be a little bit higher. Zeke, Nick Chubb, I mean, the running backs really are not that high overall. I mean, we do have 99 Christian McCaffrey, but then after that, we have Derrick Henry, Zeke, Chubb. You can't really be too upset about them being rated where they are, but I think that Jamal Adams being... I mean, Jamal Adams is like debatably a top 10 player in the entire NFL, so him being a 92 overall kind of low there. Sherman at a 92, Stephon Diggs at a 92, Dalvin Cook at a 91 overall, Joey Bosa coming in at a 91. Note, Nick Bosa is not on here just yet. OBJ also was a 91, Saquon Barkley a 91. Now this is one, I did go over some ratings that were kind of leaked before for the running backs. Now out of all of the players that I went over in that video, I believe the only player who actually had a different overall was Saquon Barkley. He's a 91. I believe he was an 89 in the rating video I went over. I think everyone else is the exact same. Aaron Jones is a 90, Thielen is also a 90, and Cameron Hayward got a 90. Now, as we continue down on the 90 overalls list, you guys can see as well Tre'Davious White at a 90, Zach Ertz, and Aaron Rodgers. A lot of people were very upset about specifically those three players, Tre'Davious White being way too low because everyone thinks that he should be definitely up there. Again, another Defensive Player of the Year candidate was Tre'Davious White, and he's not even a top 2 cornerback in the game. Aaron Rodgers, obviously, it's Aaron Rodgers there. Aside from him, not a lot of people very upset about these players. Maybe Danielle Hunter, DeMarcus Lawrence. I think D-Law is probably okay there. Derwin James is one I saw people arguing about as well. Now, these two players right here, Darius Slay and Chris Godwin, I personally feel like at an 88 overall for both of them is a little bit low. I feel like both of them should be above 90, and I saw a lot of people saying that with the Mike Evans, Chris Godwin duo, both of them should be at least like a 91, 92 overall, maybe a little bit higher for Mike Evans. Darius Slay, considerably one of the best cornerbacks in the entire NFL. It should definitely be above a 90, and a lot of people were actually defending Earl Thomas at an 88, saying that maybe he is one of the more overrated players in the league, and that's why he's an 88. Now, it seems like to me the disrespect really starts happening around this area with the 86 overalls. We can see players like Deshaun Watson being rated the same as Greg Olsen. I don't get how Greg Olsen is an 86 overall. No disrespect to him, but I just really don't see it. How Greg Olsen is 86 overall compared to players like Denzel Ward, Deshaun Watson, Juju's an 86, Kenny Galladay is an 86. And of course, we also have TJ Watt at an 86 overall. How is TJ Watt rated the same as Ndamukong Suh? How? That just makes zero sense to me. How Defensive Player of the Year candidate TJ Watt is only rated an 86. Now, if we take a look at his ratings, he got 83 speed, 89 excel, only a 77 strength. So obviously his strength is not going to amount too much. 82 tackling as well. Take a look at more of his defensive stats anyways. It looks like he does have a, 88 finesse move, 80 power move, only an 81 block shed. I mean, his stats really just aren't good. Overall, there are a lot of players that got severely disrespected in these ratings, and let me know down below which ones you think got disrespected the most. I'll put together a top 10 most underrated players in Madden 21 list for you guys, but with that being said, I hope you did enjoy the video, and if you did, make sure you guys drop a like on the video, and of course hit that sub button down below. I'll keep you guys updated on any Madden 21 news that we do have coming out. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next time.